Mic check. Sorry about that. I got kicked off. So I'll wait for you guys to come back on.
I had to replace you. I can't trust you. You were always tossed up. Yeah, just pull up to a random club, straight to be happy. Me, my girls on fleek. Guess who I
got
see?
kicked off, so I'm waiting for people to come back on.
6'5", damn me fine. Now we all grown up. I'ma say what's up, but one major problem. Got a baby on the way. My girl keep telling me all about him, cause her man is his best friend. She call herself trying to warn me, running down his history, killing the mystery. But honestly, none of it faces me. Another broken never made. Cause if you choosing, I lose. 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 I don't compete for no boy, self-esteem way too high. All up in the sky, cause baby, yeah, I'm the guy. Don't compete for no boy, self-esteem way too high. All up in the sky, cause baby, yeah, I'm the guy. Yo, quit looking at touch. Oops, I don't wanna say too much. I probably should shut up. Liquid courage all in my cup, might end up making love.
All up and through this club. All up and through this club.
All up and through this club. Make this moment last. See, checking out the time on this hourglass. Can't believe you escaped my past. Come a little closer, baby, just grab my ass. And you ain't gotta ask. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, baby, just like that. I lose. He ain't going nowhere. If you choose it, I lose. Backstand you, right? If you choose it, I lose. He ain't going nowhere. If you choose it, I lose. I don't compete for no boy, self-esteem way too high. All up in the sky, cause baby, yeah, I'm the prize. Compete for no boy, self-esteem way too high. All up in the sky, cause baby, yeah, I'm the prize.
All right, what's up, y'all? So, can y'all hear me just fine? How's the sound quality? Sound quality solid? Mic check, mic check. Can y'all hear me? Making sure y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right. So let's go down the list. I'll give my thanks, y'all. I had to I had to finish my sandwich. That's what was taking so long. That allowed me to finish y'all, get y'all in. But you know, I raised an eyebrow yesterday because it's a great debate who you want, Terrence Crawford or Andre Ward. But when I heard Teddy Atlas last night, I was beginning to think that it was all a ploy by the producers to have Andre Ward fly in, do the telecast, and be the muse. You understand what I'm saying? I thought that to myself because Ward, who in their right mind would put Lomachenko in front of Terrence Crawford? To me, that makes no sense, utterly no sense, and I thought they were using him. I thought that was intentional, and I was kind of perturbed by that. But I would, I would go with Ward. I'm not sure if you guys. What's up? 9263. What's up, King? And if you want to join me on this, feel free to send me your email. I think I don't know how to. I can find it though. How to send the link to you so you can come in on the. So you can come in. I think I know how to do it, but I'll figure that out in a minute. But I just thought it was just egregious. I have Ward over Crawford just because of what he did to 168, what he did to Carl Froch, and he cleaned out 168. I know there was one title left, but he genuinely cleaned it out. He destroyed HBO plans. He made them tear up their plans, made Bob Arum leave, and he only has one more man left, and that's Sergey Kovalev. So I have Ward as the as my pound for pound best fighter. Which is a great debate. You guys, if you guys got Crawford, I would love to know why. Why? Oh, Huggy Pacino, you said he looked suspect in his last two fights. Well, when you fight the best, you ain't gonna look great all the time, and it's debatable. Ward Kovalev 1, Ward Kovalev 2 is not debatable. Kovalev was trying to find a way out. I was there. I saw it in his eyes, and I was at both fights, and it was very apparent that he wanted no parts of. When I say no parts of it, he wanted no parts of Andre Ward when he got hit with that straight right. That completely changed the shape of that fight. So, but when you move up in competition, the knockouts get lower and the competition gets higher. So, and the competition gets tougher, excuse me. So that's what I have. I thought Terrence Crawford looked amazing last night. He did exactly what I thought he would do. He would punch in between. He would do a lot of catch and shooting because I just thought his Hidalgo's fast switch muscle fibers cannot keep up with Terrence Crawford's fast switch muscle fibers, quick hands and quick feet. I believe that's what I titled it last night. And it was just an easy victory. No one beats him at 140. But here's the catch to this. This deserves his own video, but Lomachenko calls out Mikey Garcia, right? But won't call out Terrence Crawford. They both weigh the same at 140, right? But obviously he's going to say, well, we want the catch weight at 135. I don't think Terrence Crawford can make 35. I mean, if it's a $1.5 million fight, I'm sure he'll make it. But I don't. Terrence Crawford is a monster. Is brutal in that fucking ring, man. He's a menace. He went southpaw because he believed he's a better southpaw than anyone else. He's the guy that at the end of basketball practice in high school and middle school, where you had to make free throws to end practice. He's the kid you didn't want to see in the locker room when you missed the free throw and the team had to run. He's just that tough and that menacing, man. I've been around him on countless occasions. As you guys know, I've interviewed him a couple times. But he's just a menace, man. He's just a flat out menace. Oh, man. You can see it in his eyes. He got blood in his eyes. Not literal blood in his eyes, but you can see he's very direct and wants to kill people at all costs. So yeah, so that's what I have, man. let's be honest, and dog will beat some balls to get those fellas look like a Bubba's a household terror guard, but I still consider him number 2. Well, I mean, Ricky Burns has a yeah, you can argue that. Derek, I can't disagree with you. I definitely can't disagree with you at all. 0% cannot disagree with you. So it's not even about Terrence Crawford's competition, because I can see the potential of Terrence Crawford's ceiling. I can genuinely see it. It's awfully high. And if he can't beat you with his skill set, he's going to beat you with his toughness. And we all saw that with Floyd and Cotto. You know, Cotto had some success. You know, we also saw it with Floyd and the Oscar De La Hoya fight. It was something that happened in rounds 9 through 12. Floyd said, "I'm about to win this fucking fight." He put the shit in overdrive. You understand what I'm saying? So I just thought it was just what he has is special, guys. You're born with it. You're born with that dog. I remember having a conversation with Master P years ago, and he used to tell me because you know he's a tough motherfucker. When I say Master P is a tough motherfucker, I mean he's slowed down now. He's already rich and successful. Matter of fact, he's wealthy and successful. He used to tell me in his own way, you got to be born with that shit. And he said he used to tell me he was born with it. You know, just born to be tough by any means necessary. You know, if I want to quote Malcolm X. And Terrence Crawford has that in the ring. I wish you guys can see him up close and personal. I've never been to his camp. I've never seen him work out. But I've been around him. And you know when you're around killers. You know what I'm saying? We got him in all our neighborhoods, all across America, whether you're rich or poor, white, black, or anything else. You know when you know killers. So it's imperative that we enjoy Terrence Crawford's career. I have Ward number 1. I wouldn't disagree with you if you had Crawford. I wouldn't disagree with you if you had Crawford number 1 or number 2, but no way in hell. I'm gonna say this: it's no way in hell is Lomachenko better than both the motherfuckers. No way. That's impossible. I mean, that's just so disrespectful. Teddy Atlas, I never would have thought he would be the one. You know, not that he is from the streets, but because of his company when he first got on the scene, he's always been anointed with the correspondent or media personnel that had his ear to the street. You know what I mean? So I just think that I was highly disappointed in Teddy Atlas, and I hope I see him this weekend. As I told you guys, I get to Vegas Wednesday night. I'm not driving this time. I'm actually flying. So I'll be flying. I got a ticket. I got a round trip ticket for $100, so I couldn't pass that up. Hell no, I don't have Canelo. Canelo's not even on my list. He's not even on my top 5. He can't be in my top 5. You know, he's you know, I like Canelo. I like him per se, but I just hate the company that he's in that promotes him. You know, I just genuinely just have a disdain for him. And I thought I was gonna bump into Oscar and Bernard Wednesday because Cotto had his media day there, right? Cotto had his media day at Wildcard. If you guys probably saw it on other people's channels. And coincidentally, the Porters were working out there, and I thought I was gonna see him. And neither Hopkins nor De La Hoya were there, so I didn't get a chance to ask them the questions that we've been dying to hear, or the people that support me been dying to hear. So no, I didn't. But no way in hell Canelo is number 3. You would have to consider number 3 Keith Thurman. You know, love him or hate him. Some people call him a runner. Some people say he only fights once a year. He's scared, but he did beat Danny Garcia, and he also beat Sean Porter in a thrilling fight. So you have to give him credit. Earl Spence, not just yet. I don't have Earl Spence in my top 5 yet. You know, I know he beat Kell Brook, but I wouldn't have him in my top 5. You know, truth be told, yeah, it is, Lunkin. There's a lot of hate for Keith Thurman, but Keith Thurman would have to be behind him. You know, he would have to be 3. You know, he would genuinely have to be 3. And you know, if you want to go pound for pound, like seriously, like on some real boxing shit, you would have to consider putting Leo Santa Cruz in your top 10 as well, man. Leo Santa Cruz has done some hella work, you know, getting his belt backs, doing an extraordinary job. You know, you would have to consider him, although he needs a. It's gonna be he can make 126 easy. It looks like when I see him, he looks like an ironing board. He's so thin and so lean. He probably walks around at 140, but you know, he doesn't have the cachet with the name yet. But boxing fans, you would have to respect him, but he hasn't. We'll have to sit back and see. But let's see. So number 1 is Ward, number 2 is Crawford, number 3 will be Thurman. And this is just quick, right? Number 4. Help me out with number 4, guys. Give me some names in the comment section. Number 4. I don't have neither Triple G or Canelo in there, but Triple G has only dominated one weight class. You know, I deem him as a very good fighter. Oh, Roman. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Let's talk about that for a minute. I'm glad you brought up Roman Gonzalez. Roman Gonzalez is not even a top 10 fighter, man. And I know you guys gonna say, well, he did this and that. Oh, he's not even a top 10 fighter, man. I've seen him live, man. He has no defense. None. He wins. He has no defense. And I'm being as genuine and sincere. This is not an unbiased. This is not me. I like Tom Loeffler. I like him a lot. Tom Loeffler is really good for boxing. He's the he comes off as like a peacemaker in boxing. You know, Rigo would be in my top 5 somewhere. 4 or 5. Rigo would be in my top 5. I'm glad. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Rigo. But you know, it's a shame. It's totally a shame that they put him in the top 5 just so they can sell tickets, man. He is nowhere near that good. Gonzalez not even top 50. I wouldn't go that bad, but he's not that good. You know, the winner of and I'll be honest with you, the winner of Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder will be in the top 5 pound for pound. But I've seen Gonzalez. He gets hit he gets hit 40%. I would say 40% of his opponent's punches, he gets hit. And I'm like, why is he taking those shots? He just comes forward. You know, don't slip with angles. He has power, though. I mean, his punches got power, you know. Yeah, maybe the winner of Anthony Joshua Wilder will crack the top 5. It's obviously hard to it's not for heavyweights. That's where I was going with it, Gearhead. It's typically not for heavyweights because they're anointed the baddest men on the planet. But because of the athleticism of both of them fighters, you know, and just looking at them at face value, not going into the true details, I think that you generally can put them in the pound for pound list. You understand what I'm saying? And I know they're already the baddest man on the planet. They probably get Charlo's gonna crack it eventually. He's a top 10. Jamal, that is Jamal. He's gonna clean out 160. You know, he's definitely gonna clean out 160. He deserves the loser of September 16th, 18th, whatever date that is. But I like that. I like that fight, but I don't think it'll ever happen. Charlo is right there. Jamal Charlo is right there. He's so close. if Andrade can get fights, you know, he would be in there. You know, Errol Spence is definitely in the top 10. He's not my top 5. Rigo at 4. I don't know who's my fifth one yet. Out of respect for what he's done, you want to give him in your top 5. You want to. He's only fought one true opponent, though. I mean, let's just keep it PG 100. He's only fought one real good guy. You know, Broner. Hey, according to him, according to Broner, you know, Broner's delusional. Broner is bona fide delusional. You know, it's awful. It's awful, but Broner is 100% delusional. I think Vasyl Lomachenko is the best at 130, but I would have to put him behind Triple G, maybe 6. I would put him behind. I can't put him in front of Keith Thurman. No way can I put him in front of Keith Thurman because what he's done to his opponents. You know what I'm saying? And Keith Thurman. Another element of being pound for pound is having a cerebral component, and he definitely has that cerebral component. You know, Broner may not even be a top 25 fighter. If you think about it, he may not even be top 25. Oh yeah. Floyd pound for pound. You know what, James? I said that in my video, but I'm gonna. Floyd is in the clouds. You know, Floyd is somewhere all on his own. You know, he's only coming back for one more fight. But if we want to anoint him pound for pound this week, then we absolutely can. Floyd gets the honorary doctorate degree of boxing as pound for pound, the best. You know what I'm saying? So Broner's not even a top 20, a top 50. He may not even be a top 25, top 50 fighter. You know, I mean, Broner's not even better than Abner Mares. Abner Mares beat Cuellar. And Adrian Broner haven't beat a Cuellar. Shit, you understand what I'm saying? I appreciate you, Jane, and all your advice you give on your tips and stuff. I follow you for real on Instagram. I listen to all your stuff, all your tips. McGregor is the best, the greatest. You know, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys about McGregor. McGregor is pushing the hell out of Floyd in terms of promoting this fight. Not in terms of him getting annoyed, but who's promoted the fight the best. He's gone viral more times than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So McGregor has done a hell of a job promoting this fight. He's made people believe, because people ask me, man, like people ask me, because, you know, like my when I'm in my real life, like walking around LA, people know I'm fond of boxing. So I get random questions like, do you believe Conor McGregor has a chance? All the time, James, anytime, for real. I'm like, nah, nigga, he ain't got no chance. and you know, like Conor McGregor got people believing he has a chance. So if Conor McGregor doesn't have a right hook, he doesn't have a chance against Floyd. I hope they worked on that right hook. Mikey Garcia is not a top 5 fighter. He's really good. He may be a top 10 fighter, but he's not he's definitely not he's definitely not a top 5 fighter. You know, he may be a top 10 talent, but not a top 5. I'm excited for this weekend. Teddy Atlas is a fucking sellout, man. I never thought I would say that. Where is your partner in crime, Lincoln? He's the boss. He's the boss, just 1A for your size. I know. What's up, Harold? He's asleep right now. You'll hear him in about an hour now. If we're still on, he'll get out. Mikey Garcia hiding Lomo, that's for sure. And you know what the funny thing is? You got to respect that. you gotta respect the fact that because of the Cecito factor. Yeah, Teddy be on some bullshit. The producers be in Teddy's ear. So now that we know that's Teddy's job, the post fight interviews is to go viral. Because remember what he did to Jeff Horn? He went viral when he told Jeff Horn he didn't believe he won. And then the post fight interview, his producer told him to tell Andre Ward and Terrence Crawford they wasn't pound for pound the best. So I think the producers be in his ear. Yeah, Lincoln's my dude, man. I try and take him everywhere I can. I wish I could take him to the fight, but Don Turner had Don Turner. Oh man, shit. I just can't see how. Man, that is so disrespectful to boxing. And when you think about it, that's the plan. It's similar to as you guys, if you've been following me for a bit, you know that Roy Jones is the greatest boxer I've ever seen in my life. In my era. I wasn't a part of the I wasn't a part of the foursome in the late 70s and early 80s. I didn't get a chance to see them when I have my under my current lenses. So I really couldn't tell you guys that. But Roy Jones is the greatest, man. Man, when he knocked that dude out, what was that dude name with the afro? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. He had his hand behind his head and hit him with a slinging shot, with a slinging left hook. Knocked him down. Man. So what's up, Sonny? So what's up, Be Easy? Haven't seen your name in a minute. Yeah, Lomo is just, let me go back to this comment before I get to you. Money QFO says, this bias towards Loma is skipping over all the clearly more gifted and talented fighters should be frank. That is talked about by it. Yeah, it's awful because we see it a lot. And because we don't have the platforms that they do, maybe Dante and Boxing Ego, Carcino, 78, they have bigger platforms, right? Was that Virgil Hill? What's up, Derek? Yeah, they have the platforms where they can penetrate, but won't go to the TV audience. And the TV audience is a novice, is like your auntie, your girlfriend who's cooking dinner. No disrespect. I'm not being what's it called? Sexist, but you got your friends and stuff in the family. Dad is in the TV room watching the fight, and she or auntie or his sister comes and sit down and watch the fight, and the TV guy tells them Lomachenko is the best, and that's the name that they carry for the next 3 months, 4 months, and they say, oh, Lomachenko is the best. Virgil Hill, yeah, Virgil Hill, Crawford, oh yeah, I remember that Virgil Hill body shot. You're right. And ESPN's gonna go broke too if they're gonna push that Eastern European machine, because Terrence Crawford is special, man. Terrence Crawford is special, and he doesn't get hit. Terrence Crawford doesn't. I didn't see the CompuBox numbers, but I saw him get hit with one shot, and he got mad and came right back. Y'all must have forgot. That's my workout song, Supreme. Y'all must have forgot. Used to be my workout song. Exactly. They all run, and I'll even take it a step further. It's funny how Oscar De La Hoya gets an ESPN contract, Top Rank gets an ESPN contract, but Al Heyman starts it off, and it's bad for boxing. Dan Raff, you get what I'm saying? So it's Al Heyman is the patriarch and the trailblazer as it relates to non HBO and Showtime boxing cards, but he'll never get the credit. But we will give him the credit. At the end of the day, now free boxing for all is amazing. You think Shakur is going to be a long project like Verdejo? Oh, good question. What I did like about, I'll tell you what I did like about, what's the kid's name? Shakur Stevenson is, he's talented. What I didn't like about Shakur Stevenson is He's talented. You know, he don't really have any pop. He couldn't get a guy out there that literally was. I mean, he was literally waiting to get knocked out. Shakur Stevenson's opponent last night was waiting to get knocked out. I mean, he was like, "Man, when are you gonna knock me out?" You know what I'm saying? And he don't have the pop. He has a great skill set. He sees a lot of shit before they come. I'm waiting on him to get into the ring with the 13-3 guy. I'll reserve my opinion on him until he fights that guy. The 17-3 guy, similar to the Baker guy that European fought last night. Similar to him, what was he, 19-1? When he steps into a ring like that, I'll wait for that. OZ Luna, I'll wait until that, because he's only 3 fights in his career, and I don't want to be not yet. So I'll hold my opinion, but I think it's gonna be some time because of his lack of power. You know, he has 3 fights and 1 knockout, I think it is. Yeah, do all the bogus set trends and they follow. You know, it's like swagger jacking. It's similar to culture vulture. Kim Kardashian and ESPN are 2 of the same. You know, they just swagger jacking. ESPN knew they were going to get top ranking Golden Boy, so they said 2 versus 1. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, they said maybe if we get these 2 promotional companies as opposed to this one, we can generate more income, because it's too expensive to do NFL, NBA. So if we can get boxing for cheaper and still have eyes on our TV, on our channel, we'll still be okay, because it's expensive, you know, to hand out them contracts. I thought free boxing and PBC had trillions of dollars in debt. Be easy. I don't think they're in debt. They're not in debt. They got to start making money now. You know, the first year and a half, you know, it was a beautiful thing, and they were doing everything to make us happy. You know, with all the they gave us the turkey and the trimmings. You know what I mean? They gave us the cranberry sauce, the stuffing, the macaroni and cheese, the mashed potatoes, the string beans, the cabbage, the collard green. I'm making some of y'all hungry. But you know what I'm saying? But now that they realize that everything has to be the success has to come from the ring, not from how you're presenting it. And I think that's a learning experience probably for everyone involved in terms of PBC. So I mean, they learned from it, and now they're scheduling really, really good fights. You know what I mean? Just think, if Broner and Mikey Garcia was on HBO, that possibly could have been a pay-per-view fight, I think. You know, that's definitely a pay-per-view fight. So do you think it's due to age, his power will grow? Mangus, I'm hoping. That's why I'm holding my opinion on it. I need to see him some more. But the skill set is beautiful. I mean, how he rolls with the punches. I mean, when you fighting a lesser opponent, you really, really don't use your jab. I know Teddy was screaming for a jab, and so was Andre Ward. But when you know you're so much better than your opponent, you don't really stay behind the jab too much. So I'm not really mad at him for not using his jab. But he rolled beautiful. You know, his footwork looked good, but no power, no pop. I Do you think Beezy, that's Bob was trying to tell everybody. I know now he's down with free TV. You're absolutely right. I have interviews on my channel where he's going in on Al Heyman. And now I'm not sure when the next time I'll see him, but I should see him soon. And that's actually a Supreme G. That's actually smart. Jeff Horn, Terrence Crawford in Australia. But I know Jeff Horn wants to come to America. So maybe they can start building Jeff Horn as like this hardworking white man, Catholic, Christian, whatever he is, white man who loves family, and build him up in America. This good old white guy to get all, to build him up. That's what they do. And then he'll have an audience by the time they fight. Barona versus Mikey had more views on Showtime than Loma did on. Yeah, I knew Loma wasn't gonna do good because it was just a dud ass fight. Yeah, I saw that was on Dante's channel, right? Right, Supreme? Uh, yeah, that was on. I saw that sparring. I think I saw that about a month ago. They look the same size, but they probably walk. Remember, don't forget they were sparring. So maybe one was in maybe one was in camp, maybe one wasn't in camp. So they looked like the same size. I don't know where they were, but Devin Haney, Devin Haney is an offensive juggernaut. I haven't seen him fight anyone of substance yet either. So, but he's an offensive juggernaut. I mean, he's like if you compare him to a basketball player or something like that. Okay, if you compare him to a football player, he's like Le'Veon Bell. He just can do everything on the offensive end. He can catch out the backfield. He can cut off both feet. He's just really, really special. You know what I mean? He's just really, really. Crawford's nice. All right, I like him. I like him. I like him a lot. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. True. Yeah. So maybe that's why they look close in weight. But at the end of the day, they'll have to see each other eventually. I don't see how they gave Lomo the #1 spot. It's crazy. I don't know either. Silly Gilly. I have no idea. It makes no sense. But but again, it validates our channels and why it's important that we support all our channels. From my small channel, the Tickets Big channel, to Dante's biggest channel. Dante has over 100,000 subs now, which is awesome. Tell Dante I'm gonna catch him. I'm coming for his spot. I'm gonna see Dante Thursday at the press conference. I ain't seen him in a minute, so that'll be pretty cool. I want to see Robert Easter and Devin Haney. I really want to see. I really genuinely want to see. I'm not black. I'm OJ. Okay. Haney kind of reminds me of Broner, poor man's version of Floyd. Yeah, Lomo's not fighting killers. And you know what the problem is? After that last fight, we've said that. We've boxing media, boxing fans say, when's he gonna fight somebody? And now they're trying to push Rigondeaux on us. I won't know until Rigo announces on his Twitter, because he's very active on his Twitter. Until he announces he's fighting, then I don't take that fight serious. I'm glad you got it, Maypac. I'm glad you got it. I'm similar to Boxing Ego, man. I love music. I'm a big music head. If you guys follow my Instagram stories, I'm always posting music and shit like that. But Crawford probably going to vacate. Derek, I want him. Oh man, he deserves to walk in the ring with all them belts one time. One time he deserves to walk in the ring against a nobody. I don't care who he is. He deserves to have that feeling in 3 or 4 months from now. Excuse me, to walk into the ring with all 5 of them belts. You know what I'm saying? I just oh man, I just think that he deserves that. I mean, it's just man, that's special to have all 5 of them belts. It's funny how they're not acknowledging the lineal title. They got Earl Spence as a Cuban, so you can see the staff running. Yeah. And you know what? That's funny, silly. Profit gonna I got that, Derek. So Silly Gill, you know what bothers me about that too is they have Novice as producers, because remember Stephen A. Smith, they could have fed Stephen A. Smith information, but his information be so off base. And Earl Spence is not Cuban. Remember, his roots are from Jamaica, so maybe they meant to put the Jamaica instead of Cuba. Right? Nicholas Walters was stiff competition, but they shelved him and gave him no tune-up fights. You know what I'll say about that? I'm gonna be honest with you. The interview may be on my channel. That Nicholas Walters fight, I got there late Friday. I drove up Friday. I got there real late. And what I'll say about that is Nicholas Walters was in line trying to get a picture with Lomachenko. And I asked him, why are you getting a picture with him? He sought after a picture like a fan. And I'm like, why are you taking a picture with him? You fight him tomorrow. He says, I'm a fan of boxing. And I said, no way in hell he's gonna win that fight. Well, I didn't pick him to win that fight anyway, but I'm like, it's no way in hell Nicholas Walters is gonna win that fight. So, oh yeah, hey, but Supreme, I'm gonna tell you right now that that's a social experiment that I'm doing on my IG, and I'm gonna post something later on today. But all it is a social experiment I'm doing. I've gotten more texts and more DMs about that than me telling you guys, if you open up a nonprofit tomorrow, 25 to 50% of your income could be hidden. So it's just a social experiment. That's all it was. I know what I was doing. I wouldn't ruin nobody's fun, but I did it intentionally. So that's why I did it. T dot. Some of these fighters take dives. I just think Nicholas Walters didn't want to fight him because he stood up and told the ref no. I was literally right behind him, and I saw him shake his head no. And you probably could see it on TV. Oh, is it? I haven't looked on World Star today, but they got to start building them up. I hate to be one pressure fighters to move up, but there's nothing left for Crawford that wants Mike Garcia super fight or even Broner for views. Broner wouldn't take that Crawford fight because he's begging for a rematch. I mean, I would have loved to see Terrence Crawford, Adrian Broner. I would have loved to see that fight. Oh man, you talk about happy. And it's not that and this deserves its own title because I'm gonna do an Adrian Broner talk. I'm gonna do an Adrian Broner so I can title it. So his people, because I know his people watches my videos, and because I can tell by the comments when I'm around them, when I'm at media events and stuff. So I know they watch the videos. Farmer versus Tank. Tank is too powerful. Farmer has no punching power. But I like the build up to it. The build up may be nice, but Tank is just too strong. Yeah, Terrence Crawford would beat the shit. That's why I want to see it. That's why I want to see it. That's exactly why I want to see it. Oh man. Definitely not. But oh man. Terrence Crawford with KO. Yeah, definitely would. I feel Broner is only asking for him because he wants another payday to lose. Yeah, he needs them. Man, it's hard enough. I have one child, and it's hard enough. Man, financially, it's challenging because you know what? Like every time I spend like some money, I would say like maybe $100. I'm like, damn, my son, my son, my son, my son. Like everything goes through my head. You know what I mean? And I'm not perfect, far from perfect. You know, I got some vices too, but whenever I spend big money, I'm like, I gotta cut an expense from somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? So, and Broner has 7 kids, 6 or 7 kids. I don't know exactly. I wouldn't shoot up the club that many times. Take 7 kids, I would get snipped. I would get snipped out. I'm trying to have my second. I would get snipped. You know what I mean? So, we'll see. Did you see Crawford and Ward's face during the interviews when Teddy was talking? Yeah. That picture went semi-viral. You know, people are posting that shit now on Instagram and shit. Body shot by Bud was a wild shot, not calculated. No. Oh, Hector. Come on, Hector. Come on, Hector. It's auto response. Like it's like in basketball. Like when someone jumps out to your right, you cross over and go left. You know, when Terrence Crawford knows he was shorter than his opponent, and he knows that Indalgo is not reaching for his body when he throws a shot. And if he throws the right hand, his body's open. And that's what they worked on. You know, when they working on that shield, that's what they worked on. You know, I appreciate that, Silly Gilly, but you know, I want everyone. And it's weird. I want everyone to be successful. You know what I mean? I wish sometimes when I see people make mistakes, I wish I can give them a piece of my brain so they can potentially make the right decision. And sometimes when I make the wrong mistakes, I'll be like, damn, why didn't I have the foresight to make that fucking, you know what I mean? Why did I have fucking foresight to make that fucking mistake? You know what I'm saying? So it did. You know what? Thank you, Silly. Thank you. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That body shot changed the whole fucking fight. Changed the whole fucking fight. He never recovered from that. He never ever recovered from that. Never. He never recovered. Never recovered from that. And I think he was knocked down. He was knocked down. He was knocked down with a headshot immediately after that, right? And he never recovered from that body shot with the right hand. He never recovered. Appreciate you, Supreme. Aha, appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. Crawford was tagging that body. Even second round, he knocked him down. Third with front body shot. Mikey Garcia's not taking that fight. Go to Ellie's channel. Robert Garcia says, no, I think we need some time for that fight. I think we need you think we need some time for that one. But watch Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford will be making them. He beat this. You know what? Looking at both, and I thought of this last night too. They both won going to the body. He finished Kovalev off. I know he hit him with the straight right. He shot that right hand and made Kovalev have make him have an alter ending to that fight. But that definitely made a big difference in that fight. The body work is just impeccable. And watch the straight right Floyd does to the body. I want to see Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford is an ugly fight. I mean, that's a vicious fight. I don't think that fight ever happened. Yeah, the second round body shot dropped in doggo. Yeah. Second round. Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter. I don't think so. I doubt it. I hope we see Sean Porter, Danny Garcia. That's the fight I want to see. That's the fight I want to see, Mangus. But I think we might see Garcia versus Garcia. I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. Andre Ward should fight Adonis. Yeah, absolutely should. He should unify the division. You want to see Porter versus Rios? Rios don't want to. Well, Rios will fight anybody. Rios wants Victor Ortiz, but that fight will forever be there. You know, that fight will forever get 8,000 to 10,000 people. You know, I think that fight will forever do well. Mikey was tagging. Yeah, Mikey was beating the shit out of Broner. And then Broner came back. I just don't make vids no more. I be everywhere I see y'all. I think that what was I talking about? Oh, about Mikey Garcia. Danny what was I talking about? I forgot what it was. But anyways, moving forward. Fuck a vid. I'll be pulling up this. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Roberto? I don't know what you're talking about. Garcia is a flop. Mikey is way too small. I think we might see that fight, Garcia versus Garcia. That's definitely in negotiations. Puerto Rico versus Mexico. I'm telling you guys. Let's not talk about Broner until he can throw 30 punches around. Oh my God. Man. But you know his videos gets clicks, man. He's like a car accident. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. Next thing you know, you're looking like everyone else, slowing down traffic. You know what I mean? That's just who he is. You know what I'm saying? But when you said Walters was a fan, oh, you was there? Oh, you was there, Roberta. So you actually. Oh, okay, good. Oh, my son just woke up. I think. Lincoln. Okay, yeah, my son just woke up, so I may have to cut this video short now. But But yeah, I didn't. Oh, you could have said what's up to me. I would have loved them. I would love to meet you. Mm. When you said Walters was a fanboy, Brona has a better career as an improv. Yeah, Dante was there too. I actually, yep, he was there. That was the first person I saw. Was Dante. He was there. We were in the back uploading our video. Then we went out and interviewed Abu Sanchez. I don't know if you saw that too. Yeah, Brona do be dropping. He's quick. When I say that motherfucker's quick, he's quick. He's quick. And I tried, man, I tried to talk common sense into the guy, but then I realized if Al Heyman can't knock sense into that kid, I don't know who can. You know what I'm saying? Because Al Heyman is what, arguably behind Bob Johnson, the most, well, you can argue President Obama, he was president, but I'm talking about, okay, we can go President Obama, Bob Johnson, Al Heyman 3. Some would argue Diddy, Jay-Z, our contemporary audience would argue them too, but I mean, arguably the most successful people. You know, I genuinely believe that yeah, so I don't think it's no help for Broner. He is who he is. I'm off that train. I'm gonna put my energy elsewhere. I'm done trying to. I'm done. There's other people that can hear our voice. You know, in your neighborhood, my neighborhood. It was at the Cosmo, right? It was at the Cosmopolitan, because I remember we went to Secret Pizza after the fight or something like that. Yeah, I think it was at the Cosmo. And you know the funny thing is, I think we can. I think we can get that fight. You're right. I need to start doing videos on that too. Ward versus Stevenson. Funny people say, you know what? Money, power, and secure the future. Don't forget about shit. Don't forget about Conlon too. Mike Conlon is a bad motherfucker too. He got dynamite in his hands. Who else I like? Young fighter I like. No. You know who I like the best? The 140 guy on Mayweather Promotions. Hutchins. Money Powell is a bad motherfucker too. Money Powell. He got dynamite in both hands too. I got his highlight reel. That motherfucker's the truth. Shakira needs some power. Conor versus Conor. Set it up for it. I would love to be the promoter of that fight. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And Shakur Stevenson is not getting KO at the early levels. Makes me worried. It does make me worried. It makes me worried a lot, because against a pressure fighter, he may get hit too much. You know, you're not gonna be able to keep anyone off of him. So I'm in agreement with you guys. It's gonna be way challenging. You know what I'm saying? So it's rough. So, but yeah. Any more questions? My son woke up. I'm about to. You hungry? No. Okay, he's hungry. Shakira needs some pussy. I'm sure he's getting that. I'm quite sure he's getting that. He got a little bit of money now. He got a sign-in bonus. He got some advance money. Got a sign-in bonus. Oh, huh. He might hide under a rock thereafter. But any more questions? I'm about to go play with my son. I'm about to go play choo-choo trains with my son. So I'm not gonna repeat what you said, Silly Gilly. I'm not gonna repeat that. But we all know that story. He don't have that dog in him. He's a nice guy. And after seeing Terrence Crawford, we all know what a dog looks like. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on. I'm gonna go live a lot this week, because I'll be out and about. I have a tenant moving in, so I'll be out and about all week. And once I get that I need to get that attachment for my car, so I can so I can start going live. You know how you put that your shit in the phone. Terrence Crawford. I thought the same thing, silly. That's the exact same thing I thought last night, because you guys know I'm a huge basketball guy. I know it's for life. I see your name. What's up, King? That was my first thought, because whenever I think of killer, I think of Kobe Bryant, because it's just my era. You know what I mean? That will can't it can't. Please say what's up to me. Please say what's up to me. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I want to see all y'all motherfuckers in Vegas. That'll be dope. If I could see y'all, man, that'll be really, really cool. I may come back tonight because of how my night goes, but you know, I'm gonna try and get some wins tonight. I gotta do that research for the Pablo Escobar shit. Takes up all my night. You know, it's funny how 1 hour turns into 3 hours. I'm 39. How 1 hour turns into 4 hours. Yeah, amazing performance by Terrence. I got to go. I want to go play with my son. So, anyways, I'll hit you guys later. Oh, this one I'll tell you guys too. In the comment sections of my videos, I'll be honest with what I was gonna buy a car for my 40th birthday, and I think this needs to be said, man. I wish I could. Kobe 2K, you're missing out. I'm not gonna tell y'all what the hell's going on in Vegas, but I won't be able to post none of that shit. But just imagine, tunnel vision. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. I was gonna buy a car for my 40th birthday. I was gonna buy an expensive car for my 40th birthday. And then I said, you know what? I need to buy a property, because that's the that's what I need. That's what I genuinely need to do. I need to do the right thing. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I did. I did it. And you should buy I should buy one of my followers a car for my birthday. Yeah, they got those I will. Those what do you call them, little motherfuckers? What do you call them? Those little cars. Buy them a Hot Wheel. I'll buy you a Hot Wheel. The Hershey's Casino gives you diabetes. Floyd is going to beat this. I mean, he's going to beat the shit out of the last Great White Hype. I will. I'm going to buy a Hot Wheel. Say I'm going to buy a Hot Wheel. That'll be funny. Hot Wheels, yeah. It's cheap out there. We're going to have a good time next week in Vegas, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go play with my son. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I holla.